Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, gonna be talking about the San Francisco 49ers last day of the draft, day 3. It is finally over, so this is the saddest time of the year where I have nothing to talk about in terms of 2018 San Francisco 49ers, but I would still try to find some ways to talk about the 49ers, about history, about anything. I'll get to that later on in another video, but right now I want to talk about the draft, day 3. They have made 5 selections in rounds 4 through 7. I don't know, Trent Baalke was running this draft or John Lynch, but they drafted a lot of injured players, I would say. I'm looking at this. I wasn't able to watch it live, but I was able to follow it and see what's going on. I don't know every single college player. I'm not the biggest college football fan, but the times I do have to watch is near the end of the football season, near the playoff time, where I get to see the prospects. That's pretty much the only time I watch college football. I don't watch it on a weekly basis every Saturday. I'm more of an NFL guy. So I'm an NFL lifer, I would say. Right now, I want to talk about the draft picks right now. I don't know if I want to go in depth maybe later on, but I just want to go through a little list and then see what I think of it. So they drafted Darius Street, defensive end from North Carolina State. Hey, North Carolina got to represent right there. Bradley Chubb's teammate, but ended up tearing his Achilles during workouts. That's very unfortunate, but hopefully he can make a fast recovery. DJ Reed from Kansas State, cornerback. Who else did they draft? They drafted Marcel Harris, safety, Florida. He tore his Achilles, which is very risky to do that, to draft a guy that has a really major injury just like Street, but hey, I guess John Lynch believes in him, so we'll see what happens. Then they also drafted Julian Taylor, defensive tackle, Temple, and one last player, Richie James, wide receiver from Middle Tennessee State. So I'm guessing for rounds 4 through 7, I guess they didn't see any value as immediate starters, but for the most part, I see all these guys as being long-term starters, and I'm kind of concerned about that because we tried that last time with Trent Baalke, and not a lot of them worked out, I would say. I mean, you had freaking Tank Carradine. He was okay, but he had a torn ACL coming out of Florida State and didn't really pan out well. He's currently with the Raiders. A lot of other players that got injured, I forgot exactly who, but hopefully it all works out. I believe in John Lynch. I believe in Kyle Shanahan. I have to hashtag trust the process, and I will trust the process. So if I had to give a grade short term, I'd probably give it a B, to be honest with you. I would give it an A if they were starters immediately, but I think they're going to stockpile these guys, and hopefully in a year or two, whenever Street and the guy from Florida, I forgot his name already, but whenever they heal up from their ACL and Achilles tears respectively, then hopefully they'll be ready to play in the NFL in 2019-2020. We'll see what happens, but I guess they feel comfortable with their starters from what I'm seeing right now. And also, they did not draft an edge rusher. I think Street was the only guy they drafted from a defensive lineman perspective. So I guess they really trust their defensive linemen, and hopefully they do, because I'm a little bit concerned, and the sack totals from last year really do open my eyes a little bit. Asian joke right there, but whatever. It's really concerning, the sack totals and the interception ratio or whatever, the turnovers, the takeaways, they really do concern me as well, because this defense needs to do a lot more work. This defense needs to have a big step improvement, and I think this year they might be better. I don't know. I got to see what's happening with Reuben Foster. There's still a lot going on there. It's not the end of the story, but these draft picks, hopefully they're good. Fred Warner, I'm a big fan of. I'm hoping that he can do a really good job with the 49ers this year, and we'll just see what happens. So overall, I give it a B, but maybe an A+ long term if it works out. Hopefully this is not a Trent Baalke situation where these guys are injured and they'll never recover to 100%. That's the only thing I'm really concerned about, but other than that, I think this looks kind of okay. So this is a really unusual draft, I would say, later on. The first round, second round, I think they're immediate starters. Rounds 4 through 7, they're just looking for long-term fixes, which is not that bad at all. They have a really good talent core right now. Jimmy Garoppolo leading this franchise. The defense is kind of improving, hopefully on paper. And when they get on the field, I think they can do a really good job. First test against the Minnesota Vikings. That should be a fun one, week 1. We'll see what happens with these draft picks. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Didn't really go in-depth with every single player. Maybe I'll do that in another video. I just want to talk about what their mindset was from rounds 4 through 7, and hopefully it works out. Please let me know what you guys think about rounds 4 through 7. Was it good? Was it bad? Do you think they're going to be good long-term, short-term maybe? Well, some of them aren't going to be good short-term because they're injured. They're coming off a really big injury. They can't play in 2018, but hopefully long-term it'll work out. I like to hear what you guys have to say about this, and if you guys like this, please like, subscribe, do whatever you want with this, and I'll be catching you guys up another time. So I hope you have a nice day, nice weekend, nice whatever, and I'll see y'all this week. I'll probably do an in-depth video with all these guys, but I'll see what happens. So bye guys, love y'all, see y'all this week.